Hi, Aquarius, Sun and Rising. Welcome to your May 2024 Astro Update. It's Rena here. And May is Gemini season. Well, it starts to be Gemini season. I shouldn't say it, but there are some significant things happening in Gemini, and I'm going to talk about them when I get there. But I just wanted to say that Gemini for you is the fifth house, which has to do with love, creativity, and pleasure. And that can include any kind of, hobbies that you have or fun things that you like to do. Anything that's entertainment related can be fifth house. And I'm going to start by talking about a transit that's actually occurring in April, but the very last day of April, which is Mars going into Aries on the 30th. For you, this is your third house. And this is a friendly angle called a sextile. Whether this is your sun sign or your rising sign, this is a friendly angle that makes the influence very easy to manifest. Not as much as a trine, but still it's great. And so when Mars goes into your third house, if you have any kind of aspirations about doing something internet-based, this could be the time when you're just going full throttle. And by the way, we're coming out of that Mercury retrograde. The Mercury will still be in its shadow for probably another, I don't know, like 10 days or so. But it is out, officially direct. So there are no personal planets that are retrograde until later on in the middle of the summer. And therefore, this can be a good time to push things forward again, especially after Mercury comes out of its shadow. And Mercury actually goes into Taurus mid-May. So that's how you can totally be guaranteed that Mercury is no longer, I think it's probably going to be around the 13th that it comes out of its shadow. But anyway, getting back to Mars and Aries, this can be just very ambitious about some sort of communication that you're undertaking, whether you're doing a writing project, you're creating a blog, you're creating, it could be some kind of online business, or you're pursuing some teaching assignment, or you're training for something. All of this teaching and learning can be third house. Your siblings are third house, as well as aunts, uncles, cousins, also neighbors. So Mars can be conflict, or simply that you're spending more time with them. Your local area is the third house. So it could be more activity in that, in that realm, in that location. And so like, yeah, I was just thinking like having some kind of conflict with neighbors, actually that's very interesting, because with the Taurus energy that May promises, that will be for you, the fourth house. So that has to do with, your actual dwelling. It can be your mother. It can be the past. But, I was thinking, if you're having fights with neighbors, maybe there's something that you're trying to change with your home that's clashing with them. Obviously that's not going to be true for everybody by a long shot, but just kind of putting it out there and showing how you can connect the dots with some of these transits. On the 2nd of the month, Pluto goes retrograde at 2 degrees of Aquarius in that fifth house, and in that fifth house, in your sign, Aquarius. And this is a time for you to really go within and look at yourself. So it all depends on what has been transpiring in your life. Not when I do these forecasts, it certainly doesn't mean that every person of a particular sign is going through the exact same things. I mean, that goes without saying. So, therefore, um, it's important to realize that what you are experiencing may not be um, what somebody else is experiencing, but whatever it is, sometimes it is based on what somebody else is doing, or if it's some entity that is messing with you for some reason, it could be that thing. But we always are part of that dance. How we react to situations is important. So, with Pluto retrograding, this can be about how you can transform on an inner level so that whatever else is going on that is changing your life, you can flow with it as much as possible. On the 7th, the new moon is at 18 degrees of Taurus. That is in that 4th house of home and family. So there could be some new developments in that area of life. Also on the 15th, Mercury goes here, and Mercury can be contracts. So some of you may be buying a home. Maybe it's not your first home. Maybe it's like a summer home or a tiny home, something that maybe it's land. Who knows? But the new moon in Taurus, because we also have Jupiter in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. This is a lucky place for Aquarians. Real estate for you is lucky. Your mother might be a blessing to you in some way, because I'm recording this on the day of the solar eclipse in Aries, and there's going to be, for those of you who are listening in April, there's going to be a conjunction, an alignment between Jupiter and Uranus, and it's going to be in Taurus, and it's actually, oh, that's interesting. It's going to be at 21 degrees of Taurus, so it's very close to this new moon in May that's going to be at 18 degrees. So maybe there's some connection to that. Pay attention to that to that alignment. It's going to be exact on April 20th, but it's going to be within orb or within close enough proximity to form a conjunction during the month of April. So you may be feeling this already, but the official date of the conjunction is the 20th. And then in May, you might see the result of that, where there's these opportunities that are presenting themselves. On the 20th, the sun goes into Gemini. So the sun rules the 5th house, Aquarius. So when it's in this sector, it's going to make you like a Leo. And Leos love to be big kids and have fun. So you might just be, and this is true every year, of course. I mean, it might differ on the exact date that it goes into Gemini, but it goes into Gemini around this time. So if you find that in late May, you always seem to really enjoy yourself, this might be exhibit A on why this is happening. On the 23rd, we have two major things happening. We have a full moon at 2 degrees 55 minutes, or we could say 3 degrees of Sagittarius, and that's going to be in your house that you rule, the 11th house. And Venus is going into Gemini. So Venus goes into that house of love, the 5th house, also the house of creativity, and Venus can be connected to art. So that can be very good for artists, inspirational, Or lovers of art. Maybe you're doing a lot of art appreciation. But the 11th house is the house that you rule. And Sag, that's a friendly angle once again, a sextile. And it could mean that one of your wishes, this is a house of hopes and wishes, that it comes true. This is a house of gains. So this could mean that you are, full moon can be very abundant. You could be getting more money for your career or your business that you own, and maybe you're ending a friendship or you find out news about a friend. On the 25th, Jupiter goes into Gemini. So the better it gets, the better it gets. Jupiter in the 5th can be a lucky break for artists to become, maybe more well-known, to make money. Venus and Jupiter are both planets associated with money, so you might be making money on creative projects. You might be falling in love with a Sag. Jupiter is the ruler of Sag. That's your opposite sign. I'm a Sag. I'm taken, so look elsewhere. And I'm going to do a separate video for all the signs and Jupiter and Gemini. But that's what I have for you. Oh, wait, did I say opposite sign? I did not mean that, Aquarius. I know, believe me, I know that I've been doing Aquarius, but I might have, for just a second, said that you were a Gemini. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, Aquarius. If you would like a private reading, I am promoting my double astrological readings, which are a package deal, so they're specially priced. They're called my deep dive readings, an hour of natal chart analysis, an hour of transits for the upcoming 12 months. So it's never like, all for 1 year. It's just for whatever 12-month period that I'm reading for. And you can find out more information at the link below. I have love readings and career readings and things like that. And thank you for listening. Take care. Bye.